Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Teeing Off with RevSportz. I'm Gargi Raut, and joining me today for this conversation are Ishan Shahane, G. Rajaraman, and S. Kannan. When it comes to cricket, England and the Indian team have left for Vizag, and so have Debashish and Athreyo, who will be covering the match from ground and who have also sent us all the visuals from the airport. We'll show you those later. When it comes to tennis, India will start their campaign in the Davis Cup in Pakistan soon, so we'll be building up to that as well. But for now, let's start with cricket. Ishan, India already have a dearth of test only batters, right? Now, with KL Rahul's injury, we have an opportunity to test batters who have been doing incredibly well in the red ball format in domestic cricket. Someone like a Sarfaraz Khan. Thoughts?
Hmm. Yes, Gagi. So I think Sarfraz is definitely an option alongside Rajat. So it's going to be a toss-up between these two. Now, it's going to be an interesting one because both of them have been performing really well in the domestic circuit, and both of them have also performed well against the England Lions. So now, deciding one of these two players will be a mental task for the selectors. But I think whatever decision they take, I think will be a good one because both of them are class players, and I think they're young and they're looking for an opportunity to perform. So KL Rahul not in the side will hurt the Indians obviously because he brings that value of experience. But in a way, there will be some element of freshness coming into the squad with either one of them coming in and playing. So I think it's going to be really exciting. I have a feeling they might go with Rajat because he's already been a part of the squad and Sarfraz was added as an addition. But I guess we can wait and watch.
Raja, with the way that Sarfaraz has been doing, would you want him in your playing 11?
Yeah, both Rajat and Sarfraz offer good options. Shreyas Iyer has not been in the best of nicks. So the team can actually think of roping in both debutants. It'll be nice, revolutionary thinking, give the fresh blood a chance to have a go at England. Shreyas Iyer, probably riddled with doubts in his own mind, may not be the best option. So if the team can open its mind and think of including both Rajat and Sarfraz, you're going in with a batting order that doesn't have too much experience. Rohit Sharma with 50 plus test matches is your most experienced batter. And then Shubman Gill with 21. So I don't know if you will want to drop Shubman Gill. He's not been in the best of nicks. Shreyas Iyer has not been in the best of forms either. So one of them can make way for the other batter to come in. It'll be interesting to see what Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma do. But if I were leading the team, I might be inclined to play both these guys because both are exciting batters. Both have coming on the back of a rich vein of form, and both will bring value to the table. India needs to think out of the box. It has done some conventional thinking so far. If it does think out of the box, perhaps in Vizag, it can beat England and then level the scores 1-1.
Kanan, your thoughts?
I think I'll have a very different thought. For me, the whole idea of a test team going to Vizag minus the experience. Virat Kohli is out for 2 tests, so that itself is a bummer. And then you're minus Jadeja, who did extremely well with the bat in the first innings. You're without KL Rahul, who did well in the first innings. I mean, for me, the worry is this frequent injury breakdowns. Why is it happening? One test match, you again got a niggle. But who's going to replace them is a good question. I think this is going to test the captain and the coach, though we may be tempted to think that only one man makes the decision. I would think that replacing Jadeja means you obviously need to get a spinner in and probably get Kuldeep in. But this side looks so inexperienced, and all of a sudden, on 2 days ago, we were talking about West Indies winning in Gabatoir, and my mind goes back to 3 years ago when India pulled off that win against Australia, magnificent win, with Ajinkya Rahane as the captain. So is this going to be something like that? That day, the joke was 3 years ago whether Ravi Shastri will have to don the white flannels and step onto, the ground. So it's something like that. So you may have on paper, Rajat and Sarfraz. Sarfraz obviously has done exceedingly well in domestic cricket. But, if you're going to go with such a fresh lot, it's a lot of pressure. It's like soaking in the pressure. If you take the chance, wonderful, you take the chance and perform, which people have done. For example, Yashasvi did perform in the first innings. But I would think that someone like Shubman Gill, he needs to score. We've seen that he's consistently been failing. Shreyas has not been doing well. And all those who were ridiculing KS Bharat, I think now you can't drop KS Bharat also, because he's also chipped in with some amount of runs. But the man whom I want to see score runs, I talked about it 2 days ago also. And I think RevSportz featured an article today written by Rajaram that what Rohit needs to do, he needs to convert it into a big knock. And whether it's going to be on top, whether it's going to come down middle of the order and do it, do whatever it takes. But again, if you're going to push two openers who are not real test openers, it's not like the old days when you had a Gavaskar Chauhan, that you knew that solidity. Chauhan, even if he's going to take body blows and be there as a partner for 40 overs or 30 overs and just score 30 runs, but he would be there, maybe flash out, hurt the off stump and get a 4. But we don't seem to have that kind of test openers, batters as they call right now. So that is the worry. So getting the mix, because England are on a high, and they've done well with the bat through Pope, and they've done well through the spinners, and they've got unconventional Joe Root and a new guy. So it's all going to boil down. So for example, if you go down 0-2, it's going to be crazy coming back in the next 3 tests. This is what is worrying me. Though you will have Virat Kohli coming back. And then if Virat fails in the 3rd test, you'll say, oh, Virat has failed. So this is the nature of the ugly beast.
Absolutely. But how did Sarfaraz Khan find himself with the maiden call-up? Here's a detailed look into his recent domestic performances. Take a look.
After scoring truckloads of runs in domestic cricket and India A, Sarfaraz Khan has finally been included in India's squad for the upcoming 2nd test against England. The Mumbai batter earned his place alongside Washington Sundar and Saurabh Kumar, filling the void left by injuries to senior players Ravindra Jadeja and KL Rahul. Sarfaraz earned his maiden India call-up following an impressive performance against England Lions in the second 4-day unofficial test. The middle-order batter's exceptional innings, where he scored 161 runs off 160 deliveries and hammered 18 fours and 5 sixes, earned him the player of the match as well, with an illustrious first-class record boasting 3,912 runs from 45 matches, averaging an impressive 69.85 and a strike rate of 70.48. Sarfaraz brings a wealth of experience and flair in the batting unit. His cricketing prowess is underscored by 14 centuries and 11 half-centuries and makes him a formidable addition to the squad. The batter's dominance was evident in the top-scoring feat in the Ranji Trophy 2022 season, where he amassed 982 runs and coupled with a commendable 928 runs in the 2019-20 season. He was recently presented with the Madhav Rao India Award by the BCCI for being the highest run getter in Ranji Trophy 21-22 season. At one stage in 2023, he had the second highest average in first-class cricket at 80.47, just behind the legendary Sir Rod Bradman. Now that one of his dreams is completed with the India Test call-up, it remains to be seen whether he gets his Test cap or not. Should he? Let us know in the comment section below and keep following RevSportz for more.
When it comes to the India versus England Test match series, the Indian team and the England team have left for Visakhapatnam for the 2nd Test match. How was the mood among the players as they boarded their flights? Take a look. start their Davis Cup campaign soon. Ram Kumar Ramanathan will be spearheading the team. What are you looking forward to from the Indian contingent, Raja? I think we've.
I think not going to be an easy match for them, primarily because the Pakistan doubles players have got plenty. Should I start again?
Go ahead, go ahead. There's a bit of a lag, but it's okay.
Kargi, can you hear me?
Yes, we
There is
can.
a there is a there is there's a time lag. I think you can
Okay, I
start
thought,
again better.
yeah, sorry. So I'm starting again so they can edit
Yeah,
this out.
yeah.
It's not going to be an easy match for India. I'm starting again. Where has got so much experience, Aisamullah Qureshi and Adim. I think the two of them have got so much experience in Davis Cup doubles play. Singles will become critical for India, and India's packed its whole side with a lot of double specialists now. So it's going to be an interesting match. But I would fancy India coming back with a victory in Davis Cup. It needs that badly. There was some suspense whether India would travel to Pakistan or not. There was some suspense about what could happen there. But I think all that is cleared, and India seems geared up and ready to take on Pakistan. I would hope that they come back with a victory.
And Kanan, you have a combination of experienced players and young players as well in the Indian contingent. How do you see this combination playing out? Plus, there's an interesting, topic when it comes to the crowd. Only 500 tickets will be sold. So, your thoughts on all of that?
I'll firstly take you back, the big of the background about India versus Pakistan. In the first place, I thought the Indian government will not clear this team to travel. We really don't have sporting relations bilaterals between India and Pakistan. We've seen in the Asia Cup that, we pulled it. I mean, there was collective pressure to get the Asia Cup shifted out of Pakistan. We've seen even during the ICC World Cup so much of resentment. So there's no question of India traveling to Pakistan for cricket. And even now, let us not forget that the All India Tennis Association think tank, Anil Jain and Anil Dupar, president and secretary, wanted a neutral venue. That did not happen. And had India not traveled to Pakistan, you would have forfeited the tie, which would have meant demotion. And like you have demerit points in cricket, you would have been relegated, and there would have been a fine also. But now that the decks have been cleared, the teams reached Islamabad. There is a 4-layer security, as reported by Shahid Hashmi for RevSportz, which is good. But I'll take you back to two ties before. One tie was in Kazakhstan neutral venue, but 2005, I think a very fantastic tie. India Pakistan played in great mood atmosphere. It was played in a cricket venue. A lot of people will laugh that the CCI in Mumbai, the middle of the cricket ground was converted into grass court pitch, and you had a great tie. Well, Leander, plays played, and you had some wonderful tennis. There was a lot of camaraderie and no bad blood at all between the two countries. There were spectators cheering, though in such a huge giant stadium to play a tennis tie, Davis Cup tie was very different. There's a big tie between the Davis Cup of the past and now. Rajaram and I have seen Davis Cup ties played over 3 days, best of 5. Now it's all a condensed format like T20. But Pakistan may be playing at home, but they've got aging stars, whether it is Aisamul Haq Qureshi, former partner of Rohan Bopanna, or Akil Khan. I think Ram Kumar still is sharp, Matt Sharp. He plays singles, doubles. You've got Yuki. But bit of bad news is that the AITA go off top with one big player, Sumit Nagal. He didn't want to play, and they should have not put pressure on him, forced him, but they should have convinced him that play for the country. That was handled badly. And unfortunately, I'm using the word unfortunately because Rohan Bopanna, who's just level 43, won the men's doubles title. He retired from Davis Cup. So I think you could have easily convinced him, you've retired, but come on, come back out of retirement for the country. Come and play. I spoke to Rohan today. He's just returning to India. He says nobody even called me. So this is what is rankling. If you tell a guy, come on, you come out of retirement. There's so many sport people come out of retirement. you had called him, just the sheer presence of Rohan Bopanna in Pakistan would have been wonderful for the sport. The Davis Cup is all about, the team, the nation, the bonding. So I think over these 2 days, we'll have to forget whatever is the rivalry between India and Pakistan. And obviously, I'm speaking this on a day when we get the news that Imran Khan has been sent to a 10-year jail term, which is shocking to me. So anyway, good luck to both the teams, India and Pakistan. I'm not going to be just saying that slam Pakistan or beat Pakistan. Let the best team win. It's an important tie.
And I spoke to Ramkumar Ramanathan a while back on his Davis Cup expectation and how he feels about spearheading the Indian team. Take a
I
look.
mean, I'm feeling great, being the spearhead of the team, playing two singles and maybe doubles also. I'm really looking forward to playing on grass, which is one of my favorite surfaces. So, really looking forward to the Pakistan tie. I've never been there, first time to Islamabad for me. So, we are excited and we are ready to, go out there and have some fun and try to win the tie.
Raja Mohan Bagan and East Bengal face each other on 3rd February after East Bengal's recent incredible Super Cup win. Are you excited for the match? What are you looking forward to?
See, this tie has got a massive history. Mohan Bagan, East Bengal, and unfortunately, many young people have forgotten Mohammedan Sporting. It used to be the big three in Kolkata, but these two teams have played each other so often in the past, maybe 100 years, that the rivalry is huge, and I think the stadium will be packed. Everyone's going to be excited. In fact, Bengal will be divided between East Bengal and Mohun Bagan. The kind of fish that they eat, people will be talking about it. So it's going to be a celebration of competition. But I think it's a match that we will all look forward to. Perhaps not me with so much passion as the Bengalis do, but both these teams have served Indian football really well, and one can only wish them well and hope that they go out to dish out one more good contest that people can sit back and enjoy.
Gargi, I would like to add a thought. It's normally
Yeah.
believed that only people living in Calcutta or people only in the state of Bengal are, addicts of these two teams. But
Are you?
even for people who live outside Calcutta, they've always followed it. I know of people who used to, the old time Bengalis. They used to leave Delhi during the Calcutta football season and go and watch. It was like derby for them. You forget what's going to happen in Euro 2024 or the FIFA World Cup. The Calcutta local, league season itself had so much thrall, and let's not forget that Salt Lake crowd will be more than what we've seen in the Eden Gardens in the past. People will swear, people will curse. Within a family, you may have two different supporters. I mean, I can't use the word bloodshed, but certainly there will be fanhood at its peak,
Fine.
and everything is going to come to a stop when these two teams play. So that is the history and the beauty of football. I mean, the joke is that India is very good in cheering football, but when you talk about this particular two clubs, it really brings the best out of the players, maybe not the best out of the fans, because they are very, very volatile.
Gagi, before we wrap up, I think we'll have to mention the 500 cap on the India-Pakistan game as well. So I think before we wrap the segment up, I think it's important to mention because this might work in India's favor because a humongous crowd support can be quite intimidating at times. So having a cap, I feel, could possibly work in India's favor, and I think they'll have to probably use that to their advantage. Now they have this benefit. It's up to them to use this to their fullest advantage and possibly make the most out of it. But besides that, I think it's going to be a cracker of a game.
But I'll
Gar-
let
Gar-
you.
before
I'll
before
quickly
you
add.
let
Sorry.
anyone go, Before you let anyone go, I would ask Kannan to recall Goran Ivanisevic and his experience with the Delhi fans in Davis Cup. Kannan will have
Yeah,
very vivid memories to
I
share.
think I think you read my mind. This is what I was coming to. When you are going to cap the number of fans present inside in a Davis Cup atmosphere, firstly, radically to me, it is wrong. Davis Cup is all about home advantage. India has played beautiful Davis Cup ties. Raja's mentioned about the India, Croatia. Goran Ivanisevic today he's better known as coach of Novak Djokovic. Leander Pace beat him in 5 sets. So it was a crazy tie, heat, humidity, and it was the fans, and the tie was not at RK Khanna Stadium, DLTA. It was played at the NSCI, and Goran actually called the Delhi fans as zoo animals. He called them zoo animals. And, when he called them zoo animals, so, crowd got worked up. So this 500 cap doesn't work, Why should you have a 500 cap? I mean, we are not playing during COVID where there is a restriction that you're going to spread some virus or something. So I don't think that is right. But we've seen Raja's talked about Goran. We saw one more brilliant tie in New Delhi again. I think even Calcutta has held beautiful Davis Cup ties. India versus Chile. We saw Mahesh Bhupati winning a marathon against Gabriel Silverstein, and both of us were present in the venue. Then we saw one brilliant Marcelo Rios. So India has been part of several Davis Cup theatres. Don't forget 1993 history. Of course, we took on the Aussies. So to react and to reenact that kind of an atmosphere, you need a crowd. You need to get that crowd pumping you up, and people like Leander Mahesh, even Rohan Bopanna. As I mentioned the other day, he used to be a fantastic singles player. Used to serve at 200, 210, 220. Then before his shoulder started giving him trouble. So capping the crowd really won't work. And Davis Cup also has, Ishan, let me point out, a partisan rule. There was an India versus South Africa tie played in Jaipur in 1994 when Wayne Ferreira lost to India. So again, there the crowd got them worked up, and I still remember the ITF tie referee had to intervene and even give a point penalty. So Davis Cup without a fan and shouting is like, you're going to watch football between these two derby teams and not have spectators. That's how I feel.
Well, going back to football, Rahul Giri covered Mohan Bagan's practice session yesterday. Here are all the updates from Rahul from Kolkata. Take a look.
Football aficionados in India are going crazy as we step onto the D-Day of the winter transfer window. With multiple transfers already completed, there are still 4 to 5 moves that all football enthusiasts are eagerly anticipating. The first name on everyone's lips is Hugo Bumo. The midfield maestro has been the heartthrob of Mohun Bagan fans. His potential transfer to Mumbai City FC has caused turmoil among the green and maroon fans. The French midfielder joined the Mariners in July 2021 from Mumbai City FC, but there's still doubt about his potential return to the Islanders. Bumo was seen attending the Mohun Bagan training session on Tuesday, preparing for the Kolkata derby under the guidance of new head coach Antonio Lopez Havas. The second name is Nikhil Pujari, a player whose name is making waves in the Kolkata Maidan, as East Bengal officials targeted the Hyderabad FC defender. The Indian defender currently has offers from 3 ISL clubs: Mumbai City FC, Bengaluru FC and East Bengal FC. Nikhil, who hails from Karnataka, is eager to return to his home-based franchisee Bengaluru FC, while his agent is trying to negotiate a deal with East Bengal. If Nikhil joins East Bengal, it will be an ecstatic moment for the Red and Gold Brigade, fresh from their Kalinga Super Cup triumph. The third name is David Lallan Sangha, who is linked with both Kolkata Giants, Mohun Bagan and East Bengal. The Mizo striker has already scored 4 goals in 9 matches in the ongoing I-League. Chances are high that he could join East Bengal. Fourth on the list is Hyderabad FC's midfield stalwart Sahil Tavora. The midfielder, who has been a regular member of Hyderabad FC's starting 11 and has an ISL trophy under his belt, is most likely to join the fledgling ISL franchisee Punjab FC. Last but not least is Neem Dorji, the Shillong-born defender who has been part of Hyderabad FC since July 2021 and also played under Manolo Marquez's tutelage. Neem, having received offers from 3 ISL clubs, is most likely to join Manolo Marquez coached FC Goa.
That's it from us for this conversation. Thank you to everyone who joined. Have a great